The question of God's relation to evil has been a topic of debate among theologians for centuries. Two prominent figures in this discussion are Jacques Maritain and Hans Urs von Balthasar. Both Maritain and Balthasar approach the issue from the perspective of divine impassibility, but they differ in their understanding of how God relates to evil. This essay will compare and contrast the views of Maritain and Balthasar on God's relation to evil. Maritain and Balthasar both believe in divine impassibility, which means that God is not affected by the world or its events. However, they differ in their understanding of how God relates to evil. Maritain argues that God allows evil to exist for the sake of free will, while Balthasar believes that God suffers with humanity in the face of evil. Maritain's view on God's relation to evil is based on the idea of free will. He argues that God created humans with free will, which means that they have the ability to choose between good and evil. God allows evil to exist because it is necessary for humans to have the freedom to choose. Maritain believes that God does not cause evil, but rather allows it to happen for the sake of free will. Balthasar, on the other hand, believes that God suffers with humanity in the face of evil. He argues that God is not indifferent to the suffering of humanity, but rather shares in it. Balthasar believes that God's love for humanity is so great that he is willing to suffer with them. He sees the cross as the ultimate expression of God's solidarity with humanity in the face of evil. Maritain and Balthasar's views on God's relation to evil can be seen in their understanding of the problem of evil. Maritain sees evil as a necessary consequence of free will, while Balthasar sees it as a mystery that can only be understood in the light of the cross. Maritain's view emphasizes the importance of human freedom, while Balthasar's view emphasizes the importance of God's love for humanity. In conclusion, Maritain and Balthasar both believe in divine impassibility, but they differ in their understanding of how God relates to evil. Maritain sees evil as a necessary consequence of free will, while Balthasar sees it as a mystery that can only be understood in the light of the cross. Both views, however, emphasize the importance of God's love for humanity. Ultimately, the question of God's relation to evil remains a complex and ongoing discussion among theologians. But the perspectives of Maritain and Balthasar offer valuable insights into this important topic.